If Dirty does it and Dirty said it in 30 minutes, I've been legit in Venice for more than 30 minutes. Oakland to Vegas, Aldo, Mark Davis, Keza the Coliseum, a silver and black famous. Black hole energy at the center of Death Star. Raiders bring the magic, we competition with Pixar. 3 different decade champion wins don't fade. Dirty is the name of man, the legacy you can't stain. Once a Raider, always a Raider, that's the motto, right? Just win, baby, like the torches set the iron sights. Got the shield ready, all them wins get us through the fight. Outlaws of the league, Raider Nation going worldwide.
Yo, what it do, what it do, what it do. Raider Nation, blessings, salute to everybody pulling up. Appreciate y'all for being here. 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. More than I could verbally express, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? We got some shit to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta raise the chair for this situation right here, man. Normally I'm cool, laid back, you know what I mean? But tonight I gotta lift the chair, man. I gotta lift the chair. Hold on. Let's bring this down a little bit. We do that. All right, cool. All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I mean? Before we jump right into the topic of the show, you know what I mean? I'm telling you. I'm just telling y'all, you know what I mean? It's Friday Night Lights, right? And tonight I'm bringing some video evidence of the hatred that the media has for the Raiders and how they'll spin the narrative, you know what I mean, in favor of how they want to spin it. They'll leave out all the details. You know what I mean? They act like they wasn't around for certain things. You know what I mean? Like I just sometimes they talk and then they agree with each other and don't even realize they're agreeing with some bullshit. I'm gonna straight up say it. They straight up agreeing with some BS, man. You know what I mean? Straight up agreeing with some BS. But before I do that, and before we hop into it, ladies and gentlemen, I got a guest with me tonight. You know what I mean? I may have a few more pop up. Who knows? You never know. It's Friday Night Lights. It's Friday Night Lights, man. You know what I mean? Tonight we're gonna get it. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna see some things. I'm gonna show some videos, and then after tonight's show is done, I'm deleting it. All right. After tonight's show is done, I'm deleting tonight's show. All right. So catch it now. Tell all your friends, pull up, because tonight I'm exposing some dudes for some hate. You know what I mean? And it's not just them. So, but they are the clips that I had to just cut up and bring to it. Alfredo, my guy, blessings to you. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. Bruce Willis, my guy, blessings, mother. Blessings, brother. Blessings, man. Hope all is well with you. J-Dog 209, my guy. What's good with you, Brody? Blessings to you. Raider Pete, my dude. What's good with you, man? What's good with you? What it do? Y'all already know what it do. That's what we do over here, man. That's the official greeting over here. What it do? Ladies and gentlemen, you saw him here last night. You know what I mean? He's got his own channel. If you're not subscribed to it, and I don't know why you're lagging, quit dragging your feet. Go on over there, subscribe. Look, he not gonna say everything everybody else saying, and he ain't gonna say what you want him to say. He gonna say what he feel. You know what I mean? It's just what he feel. It's just a feeling. So don't hate on him for his opinions, you ladies and gentlemen. This is my brother, my friend. You know what I mean? Wherever we around each other, it's time to break bread, time to sit down, time to chit chat. You know what I mean? About some Raider shit in real life. You know what I mean? He is the CEO of the Brown Cracker Factory. You know what I mean? He is the chaplain of NWA. He is the one, the only Mr. Raider Twine. What's good with you, Twine?
Hey, what's good? What's good, man? Hey, Friday Night Lights. Let's put some lights on some of these situations, man.
Man, we about to shed some light on some things tonight, man.
Yes,
We're gonna definitely shed the light on some things tonight. You know what I mean? We're gonna just hop right into it with the first clip. You know what I mean? This first clip is hateration at its finest. This is haterism at its finest. You know what I mean? Who we got in the see? We got some more people pulling up in the chat. Where we at? Set your recorders, folks. Said the Nutty One salute. You know what I mean? SoCal Sal, what it do, man? Blessings to you. Hope all is well. I mean, hope all is well. Hope all is well. Yeah, we gonna it's a 5-minute spotlight. You know what I mean? Jack Kenner, what's good with you, man? Blessings to you. Hope all is well. Charles Washington, my brother, what's good with you? Blessings to you. Yeah, man, y'all pulling up at the good time, man. We just now starting off, you know what I mean? But I'm about to show y'all some stuff real quick, and we're gonna break it down. You know what I mean? We gonna definitely break it down because look, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of the team that always get picked on by the media, bro. They don't do this to nobody else. They only do it to us. And the way they try to spin the narrative, you know what I mean, for certain players and how they want shit to turn out, bro, I'm not okay with it. You know what I mean? Y'all not gonna keep using the Raiders as a damn stepping stone. It ain't gonna happen, bro. I'm not about to let this shit continue. I'm not about to let y'all continuously get bamboozled by the BS that these people say. You know what I mean? Chewy's Raider, my brother, what's good with you, man? Blessings to you, man. Shout outs to you, man. He popped in the building with the $5 donation, man. Hey, salutes to you, brother. What it do, man. I thank you for that. As I always tell you, though, super chats are greatly appreciated, but they're truly not needed. You know what I mean? It don't cost you nothing to come over here and have a good time with me, but I do appreciate it. You know what I mean? And in more words than I could possibly put out, you know what I mean? Put them together, and that's the thanks that I could give you, man. Like I tell everybody, bro. Like this is the one show. You know what I mean? Well, I won't say the one show because there's other shows. You know what I mean? With people that, but this is the late night show that you will never have to pay. You know what I mean? To be here and enjoy yourself and be put on the screen. I try to go through all the chats that I can. You know what I mean? Alfredo said that's why I haven't watched the mainstream. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Look, he said it used to piss me off. Hey, look, we're gonna jump into the first haterism. You know what I mean? We're gonna jump into the first haterism, and then y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna tell you what I think. Twan gonna tell you what he think, and then we just gonna continue on down the road with the rest of the haterism. Y'all ready? Let's do it.
What happens with Crosby? Jay Glazer said last week at Radio Row Crosby is done with the Raiders, and Jay Glazer has a pipeline to Max Crosby. He's quoted Max Crosby in the days since the Raiders shut him down against his wishes. I ran the Glazer report by someone in the know, and I was told to draw my own conclusions.
I always draw my own conclusions. He literally just told you, I always draw my own conclusions. That tells me, you don't really too much care for facts. You get a story and it don't be a full story, and you'll just draw your own conclusions. You'll put out the narrative of what you want. Not what's real, not what's solidified, but what you want. How does that make sense? See, I'm here to break down the bullshit, man. People gonna stop playing with us. We ain't a joke. We might not be the best football team out there, but we are not a joke. We are not something to play with. You don't play with the nation. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. You don't play with the nation. Am I missing something? What you think, Twan?
Man, look. As soon and you know, let me put this out there for everybody thinking that I'm a part of the game plan of tonight. This is the first time I'm seeing these clips that Dirty is putting up. Okay, so as soon as I saw Florio, you know what I'm saying, Florico or whatever his name is, I already knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you talk about fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, whatever that saying is. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the same thing with Florio. He does not change his color. Like, it's one thing if he says something, at one time, and okay, I'll give you a pass on that. But every single year, he comes out with something against the Raiders, acting like he knows about the Raiders. And one of the ways that you can quickly tell if someone knows about the Raiders is when they start breaking down the roster. Because everybody that's a fan knows what's really going on with our roster. And that's what frustrates us about the organization anyway. But he's a straight up hater. So anything that comes out of his mouth, I'm just like, okay, what hate you gonna say today? And that's it.
Look, I find those type of things to be insulting, bro. You know what I mean? To me, I feel like, what would make you want to say some shit like that? Oh, Dre Glazer said this, and then I ran it by somebody, and then they told me to draw my own conclusions, and so I did.
That's the other thing, Dirty. Like, how are you gonna take somebody else's word, right? Technically, Jay Glazer says that's what it is, right? That's the law, right? So what makes you feel like you need to remix it, or throw some more sugar on it, to make it something else?
Yeah.
The facts should be the facts. So, like you said, when he said, "This is my interpretation," look, okay, you're already in left field.
Already in left field. I'm already trying to figure out what we talking about. We talking about facts, or we talking about feelings? Feelings don't mean shit to me.
And we know what his feelings are.
Let's get into clip number 2. Because I ain't here for long tonight. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be here long tonight, maybe an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Again. But let's get into clip number 2.
Should there be a statute of limitations on how many years you can display a Super Bowl trophy? It's jarring, isn't it, to see that image of John Spytek, the GM of the Raiders, flanked by Clint Kubiak, the new head coach, with 3 Super Bowl trophies, when the last one that they won.
See right there. You open up with hate. You just cannot not hate on us. So you hate us so much that you got to bring up how we do a display. Hold on, man. I got somebody that ladies and gentlemen, this is another brother of mine. You know what I mean? This family, you know what I mean? It's my cousin. We caught our first game together this year, man. You know what I mean? Down here in SoFi, we went to the Dago game, you know what I mean, in LA for the Raiders. And yeah, we had a great motherfucking time, man. We had a good ass time. I saw Brody turn up. He was like, "Oh, tell me where to go. Tell me." He was doing the thug thizzle, ladies and gentlemen. My cousin from AZ, you know what I mean, Mr. J to the T. What's good with you, J Tizzle? What's cracking, man?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
I can't say anything. Oh no, my screen is frozen, so I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you guys though.
Okay. For sure. Well, let's replay the clip. You know what I mean? Let's start the clip over, man. Let's start.
Should there be a statute of limitations on how many years you can display a Super Bowl trophy? It's jarring, isn't it, to see that image of John Spytek, the GM of the Raiders, flanked by Clint Kubiak, the new head coach, with 3 Super Bowl trophies, when the last one that they won was in early.
See, and that's what I say, bro. They will find anything and everything to talk about when it comes to us. Any and everything. And it don't even really matter, you know what I mean, what it's about. If it's got anything to do with us, it's got to be some hatred spoken. They just got to hate. So what if, bro, who cares if our Super Bowl trophies are on display at our press conferences? Who fucking cares? That's what we do. Ain't nobody else got to do it. That's what we do. That's for us. We don't give a shit about nobody else's franchise. Some of these franchises ain't got one to put on display at all in no part of their building. And you mad because you want to put a statute on limitations? Like, bro, no, you can't take the fucking Super Bowl trophy from me. So how's there a statute of limitations on how long I can fucking display it? Who are you to tell me what I can do with my franchise? Y'all know my favorite thing to say. You're a coordinator, Crozier. Coordinate. Stay in your lane. Play your part.
Play your part.
Let me finish the rest of it, man. Y'all got something to say? Anyone y'all got something to say?
I'm gonna let the chaplain go first because he might have to stop me and give me a prayer. You know what I'm saying? What I might have to say, but I'm gonna let him finish first. I'm gonna let him cook to see what he says because I haven't seen this. But I'm 50-50.
Mario is a Pittsburgh fan. He's a Pittsburgh fan.
I mean, okay, he could be a Pittsburgh fan, but if they hire a new coach, and I'm gonna wait. Let me see what else he has to say first. Let's see what else he has to say. I haven't seen this.
You want some more clip too, John? Let me play the rest of the clip.
Just go ahead, man.
1984. Like at some point, you're trolling yourself, aren't you? Do we have the image of that? Do we have the still? It really is stunning to see those 3 trophies. Because the Raiders, since going to the Super Bowl and losing to the Buccaneers early 2003, they haven't done anything. They've been to playoffs twice. One and done both times. So they're trying to get back to the days when they actually got their hands on Lombardi trophies. But at least they have 3. Some teams don't have any. Some teams have never even been.
I mean, he kind of reiterated what you said.
But he sounded like he contradicted himself. Like, you want to get on us because we ain't got trophies, or you know what I'm saying? We got 3 trophies, but then you got an issue. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to talk about the other teams that don't got trophies. Then why did you bring that up?
Because he sounds like he's an undercover. Because he sounds like he's an undercover fan who's frustrated because we are a team that should have won another one. He sounds like he's a disappointed fan who's trying to be undercover, and he's frustrated, like a lot of us are. Like, I'm not mad. I'm mad at the delivery of his message. I'm not quite mad at the overall message. I get what he was trying to say. He just said it terribly. You know what I mean?
No, he did that. He did that on purpose. When you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to expect the dog to cock-a-doodle doo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is who he is, and ever since I've been following, you know what I'm saying, media and following the Raiders, he's always followed this tone.
Okay.
I can count on my hand how many times he may have possibly said something positive about the team.
Okay, so then there's animosity there.
There's just people out there that that's their MO, is that all they want to do is hate on the team, and that's specifically and clearly Florio.
I want to be 100% on y'all side, but I can't, because it's like, I don't agree with him being upset that we showing off our trophy. Hey, we earned those trophies. We can show off what the hell we want to show off. You're lucky we didn't put the ring up there. So I'm not mad about that. And on top of that, the coach who we just hired just won the Super Bowl. So it's like right up our alley. You know, Super Bowl week, playoff week. Nah, man. Nah. It just goes to show the message that we sending now. You know what I'm saying? We going a different route, hopefully. Hopefully that's what that means. You know, it's just not up there for display. You know, so I get it. I don't understand the outrage. His delivery and his dissatisfaction, or he don't even really sound upset. Like, that's the thing. Like, the message, if you're going to say that message, be more animated. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't animated in his delivery, so it sounded so lackluster that it wasn't believable. Like that, I get why you guys are saying he's just saying it to hate, because it comes off as hate. Because like something like that is, it needed to be more animated to be more believable. And I get it, but I do hear the underlying message of what he's saying.
Where'd he go? All right, there we go.
Where did I leave off at? Because I was saying some good stuff too. I was about to get in my bag.
You see what he's saying.
Like, I have to agree. It's been far too long for us not to be relevant. Like it's like the Raiders need to be relevant
in the week.
The NFL is better when we're relevant. The NFL makes more money when we're relevant. The NFL is more exciting when we're relevant. Like, everyone's happier when we're relevant, and no other team can say that. So I get what he's trying to what he's trying to say. He just did a horrible, terrible fucking job of doing it, and he couldn't hide his hate. You know what I mean? He couldn't hide it. But he does like us. He's like an undercover fan, but he just, he probably had a bad experience with a Raider fan somewhere. Maybe he ran into Dirty, and Dirty was about to smack his face off or something. Something happened.
It do. Blessings to you, Brody.
Yeah, something happened where he had to have a run-in for him to have that type of animosity for a team that he has been irrelevant for how long now? What, since 2023?
He wouldn't be.
I mean, since 2003. I'm sorry.
He wouldn't be talking like that if he walked down J Lock.
Yeah, man, it's the power of the internet, baby. You can say things from the.
When I want to watch BS, I watch Wi-Fi Willie.
Max.
Oh man.
They're about on the same level.
He gets paid from NBC. You know what I mean? He got a guaranteed salary on his contract. In the contract, they pay him, monthly. Well, if he show up with strep throat and just type everything and let somebody else talk, as long as he show face and throw out a couple of words, he gonna get paid. You know what I mean? So, the trolling, don't troll us. Troll somebody else. What's the point of trolling us?
Don't troll at all, man. Just
well, we just gotta hold the receipts. Hold these receipts.
What up, Jack?
Down. We gotta jot this down in the memory book. And we're gonna have to we gonna remind them what happens. I will say, Dirty, you was right. Congratulations. Still
was
waiting.
I?
You was right.
Was I?
I ain't gonna lie. You was right. I didn't want this hire. I'm not upset with it. Like, I just want people to say I'm not upset with it. But there was so many other options available and better options, and I think we kind of rushed it.
Yeah.
There was no
what it do?
There was nobody.
What did we rush?
No one was.
Excuse gentlemen. I just popped in. So, what hire did you did not like? It just came in, so I don't know.
No,
gentlemen. My old school bros right here.
What's up, Jack? No, I'm saying we didn't have to just jump into it and just throw the job at them. Like we could have did some more research. We could have did some more things. Like got some more intel from other guys and what their interests are to see what we could do. Like there's other.
We interviewed 15 people.
You interview people who weren't going to get no damn coaching job, man. Don't sit here and just throw numbers at people who weren't going to get a job.
What's up, J-Dog?
We interviewed 3 real people, 3 to 4. We didn't really, we interviewed 22 people, man.
No, we had 22 interviews for 15
22
people.
interviews.
Second interviews.
18
7
of
them got second interviews.
That's just, man, I could say that's DEI. And they weren't even DEI. They weren't even minority. They just going through the.
They interviewed 3 minority coaches.
I know. I'm just saying I'm being sarcastic.
You can't be sarcastic with the truth.
It's not. They didn't want them. Those are going to be like backup plans because they weren't sure if he was going to take it or not. If they would have lost, he would have stayed.
Hey,
so of course you still got to do your due diligence, and I'm happy they did that. I'm happy they did due diligence. But man, we're the Raiders, man. We go after the big fish, man.
Man,
why not go after the big fish? I'm glad Kubiak's here. I like what he did with Derek Carr. It's like that was good stuff. He's improved himself every single year. So why not? Let's go after the biggest fish. And I'm glad we got him. It was a risk. I mean, we had to wait after the Super Bowl to even to sign the guy. But I'm glad the Raiders did that. But my question to you guys, this is my biggest question. So we got a new head coach who's never been a head coach. And we don't have a DC. I kind of want a DC that is got some head coaching experience. That's a Sean McDermott or like a Schwartz.
Jack, I respect your question, but that's not tonight's show, brother. That's not the Tonight
Oh, that's
Show
not.
is about me exposing the bullshit that the media plays. Now,
Oh
once
yeah, dude.
we get
Everything
all
on
of
Max,
that,
dude. It's all
once I get
bullshit.
through all that, then we can talk about whatever. But
I mean, but you could
I gotta put some shit on blast first. Then we can get into talking about us. If right now, I gotta finish out my show the way it's supposed to go. And then when I get into free time, we can get into all of that. Respectful.
Screws, man. I just
You know what
want.
I mean? I got a set in front of me. I gotta follow my set. Once I finish my set, then we do some other things. That cool with you?
Talk that shit, bro.
All right.
No, that's cool.
Thanks for bringing me on, by the way.
Of course, man.
Good seeing you guys.
I'll be in Bakersfield.
Are you going to Bakersfield too?
Yeah, I'll be in Bakersfield.
Oh shit, yeah. Be in Sacktown. We just got our tickets like last night, so we're going again.
Cool deal. So I got another clip. It's about a minute.
Are these from this week? Or what?
These are from today.
Just today.
These are from today, bro. This shit is from today. Right.
Okay, so that was one. We seen one. Okay, let's see this other one.
So let me play this one right here. No. Let's go with this one. I'll play with this one real quick. It don't matter what order they in.
Great explanation. Very well said. Love Max Crosby. No denials detected in any of those words.
Right. Exactly, Mike. I heard a lot of things, but I didn't hear him say, I didn't say it, because he introduced it. He said, people said to me.
Who got me playing in the background? Somebody got us echo. I don't like echoes.
Come out and say, no, I didn't say those things. And nor did he say, I want to be a Raider. This is where I want to be. I believe in what they're doing. I have a great relationship with Tom Brady. I believe that Clint Kubiak is the right choice. He didn't say any of those things. He kind of went down a side road to distract some. It will work for some, but for those paying attention, we're not buying it.
Now, this Urkel McTurtle looking motherfucker right here, bro. You know what I mean? Looking like the fucking slow turtle in the goddamn race. You know what I mean? I put a shell on this nigga back and, you know what I mean, throw him in the water. And he's
come on, we Look, he's good.
No, I don't like Brody. I don't like dude at all. Honestly, I don't. You know what I mean? I really don't.
Gotcha.
But
I get it. As soon as I saw him, I knew where this was going. Now I'm gonna say this, man. What he said, is he wrong? Are we just mad because he's speaking about our team? Or are we mad because he's speaking about things that are not accurate?
Number one, it's Florio. So Florio hates the Raiders. He always talks smack.
Jack, let's stay on top.
No, bro. It's like Florio. Florio is like he always talks smack.
My question was, with what he said, regardless of him being a hater, regardless of all of his history, with what he said, was he wrong? Yes or no?
Yes.
What was wrong about it? What was wrong?
Great explanation. Very well said. Love Max Crosby. No denials detected in any of those words.
Right. Exactly, Mike. I heard a lot of things, but I didn't hear him say, I didn't say it, because he introduced.
But you also didn't hear him say he did say it.
Right.
You also didn't hear him say he did say it. Let's continue.
Say these things. He didn't come out and say, no, I didn't say those things. And nor did he say, I want.
Why does he have to say that?
Why? Right.
What reason?
No. What, Dirty? You saw it. He's wearing his Raiders gear on the show, going, people are talking for me. He's wearing Raiders gear, and he also said it's tatted on my body. So until Max says I'm not going to be a Raider, then that's all bullshit.
I can't disagree with what
This
you
is
just
where
said.
I want to be. I believe in what they're doing. I have a great relationship with Tom Brady. I believe that.
Is that anybody's business? Let me ask you a question.
That's
Is that
the most
anybody's
important thing right
business? Is that anybody's business?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's
It
majority of his
Bro,
business.
it should not matter to nobody
No,
right
I
now. Look,
disagree. If I'm going to invest my money into this organization, if I'm going to invest my time into this organization, if I'm going to invest emotion, my life into this, you motherfucker right, it's my business to want to find that information out. Now, for his personal life, absolutely not. But when it comes to Raider information, yes.
bro.
Well, then I got to throw this out to you guys.
He didn't say any of those things. He kind of went down a side road to distract some. It will work for some, but for those paying attention, we're not.
Now, what I'll disagree with in the beginning, and he's saying, did he say he wants to be a Raider? Because he said multiple times about him being a Raider, how he wants to be. He only wanted to play with one organization. He's a stat. He recently said, I think, well, I've heard him say this, and he even announced it. I believe I forgot who he talked to, but I've gotten confirmation. He said he's established in Vegas. He's not trying to leave Vegas. He's built his home. He's customized his house. He's not trying to leave Vegas. Now, what Leonard here, Leonard has said, or Uwe from freaking Kung Fu Panda, what he said about Max not showing confidence in the organization and being dissatisfied with how.
He said Uwe from Kung Fu Panda, bro.
It's like Uwe, I'm not lying.
You ain't lying, bro. You're not lying, bro.
Right. But I want to hear this. Did Max say, "I ever never want to be a Raider"?
You lost,
but he's wearing Raiders gear.
That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. And we're getting.
He's saying, "I'm done with this stuff." It's like, he put up. He wanted Antonio Pierce. He wanted the coach that was like our special teams coordinator. He said, "I wanted both those guys." And I'm done talking. I'm done talking this stuff.
My bad.
I'm done with it. I didn't get those guys. So it's like, Max is not saying, I don't want to be a Raider. What are you saying? I'm just done going above my pay grade with that. And I'm not going to try to get into that. They're not letting it into that. So it's like, it's bottom line. It's like, it's dumb with all this trade talks is stupid. It's just stupid.
It's not.
It's burning time, to get to the next year. And how many times have we heard about Max Crosby being traded since he's been in the league and he's been an All-Pro?
Yeah,
every fucking year. I'm done with it too.
But what you haven't heard is what Max done within the last year is express his frustration, express that he's tired of losing. He's expressed himself, which he's never done. And he did that within.
Wait. Did he express, I'm tired of losing? Or just express that I was mad that I got taken out the last two games because of his knee injury, which had to have surgery. And so hopefully he's going to be ready for spring training. He
has expressed dissatisfaction with how the organization has
told him. He always wants to play, right? He wants to play all the time. It doesn't matter. He's hurt. He still wants to play.
Yeah,
the Raiders are great. The Raiders are great for doing that. Take him out. Help Max from himself.
Yes, and he's a pro. You've hired 3 coaches and you did not include him in any of the hiring process. You didn't ask him about anything. You've now recently downplayed his value in the NFL with other teams by not playing him. You've also
first off, Max said, I don't want to be involved in none of that. He said, I tried it once, it didn't work out, it failed. He said, I'm just going
to dirty. Come on, man. We know media talk. We know when guys are
media talk when you say it out of your own mouth. It's not
media
talk.
Okay, cool. And James Harden said he wanted to play for the Clippers, and all of a sudden he got traded. Come on, man. Are we really going to come on, man. You can say one thing, but it doesn't mean anything behind closed doors. He's a consummate pro. I'm going to say the right thing. I'm going to do the right thing so I don't look bad in the public eye, man. That's media. That's media.
Wild shit. Then they start doing, he started doing some wild shit, bro. I'm glad he gone. But anyways, we ain't talking basketball. You know what I mean? We ain't talking.
I'm talking about Max. I just use that as an example. You can say a lot of things. Man, people can show up in a fat suit. Hey, his clothes and some shit. What's his Max? They said Max's knee is hurt. He can't really walk around.
So you call that good reporting, right? You call that good reporting?
Do I call it good reporting?
Books, right?
I can see
whoever else agrees with that statement, you're basically saying that's good reporting, right?
No, you were breaking up. Say it again.
Whoever else with the statement that Urkel McTurtle just gave, you know what I mean? That you telling me that that's good reporting, right?
Raiders.
You know what I mean? Basically,
what?
Who has me echoing?
It could be. I don't know. It could be me. I was holding my phone. I'm holding my phone right now.
Somebody on their phone.
I'm on my phone right now. I've been on my phone for like every show I've ever done. It's like I'm on my cell phone. So am I busting you guys up?
No, it's not you. It's JT's phone. So let me get back to the chat real quick. I already know how Raider Pete feels about Max. I know he like him, but he don't like the fact that he be on the podcast and shit. Cause he was reading off a script. He said the same thing on 7 different shows to the exact word. So he also said he got to stop talking because he might say things that could get him in trouble.
I'm just saying, like, y'all got to see the media talk, man. It's when you say the most obvious thing, it's media, man. You can't hide your emotions. Well, when it's like when you're drunk. What you say what you initially say.
Yeah.
You can see in the way he reacts when the Raiders do things. You can see in the way he reacts when he's emotionally going through it in when it's live, when it just happened, when it's fresh. You see how he reacts. When they benched him and they said that his knee was swollen and snap, this was when I was playing was playing on his personal basketball court. Doing step backs. He was how often was he? He was at LA. He was at the Clipper games.
Well, look, I'm gonna say this.
You don't do that when you're.
Look, I'm gonna say this. This ain't about if Max stays, if Max goes. This is not what that is about, right? Mm-hmm. It's not about that. It's about how the media will spin the narrative to make you think one thing.
Is he wrong?
But you
with this
I agree. Dirty, I agree.
With this story, you can't. There is something there though. There's a story there, and you know it. Like the last one, I agree with y'all. That fool was just digging and trying to create a narrative. Absolutely. The last video, yeah. This video, no, because there's something there. There's something there.
So look, I'm gonna show this one.
And I've seen people argue that they should keep him. No, he's 28.
And mind you, let me go on note saying I feel like the response that he's giving right now, I feel like this is respectful. right? I can agree to some circumstance with part of this statement of this 1 minute and 47-second clips. I'm gonna be stopping it and we're gonna discuss some things, but where I feel like he right on target, you know what I mean? And like I find this, I watched this clip and I made this clip because I found this to be probably the most respectful part of the fucking conversation they were having. So yeah, let me finish that up.
Prime, now is the time to leverage the asset. If we're going to view the contract as an asset if we're in the week, and I've seen people argue that they should keep him. No, he's 28. He's only got a finite number of years left in his prime. Now is the time to leverage the asset. If we're going to view the contract as an asset, if we're going to regard every player as a piece, interchangeable, in a giant football machine that inevitably is going to be removed and replaced with something else, he's not going to be around for the payoff. Said the same thing about Myles Garrett last year with the Browns. He wants out. They want to keep him. Why don't you trade him? This is the most you're ever going to get.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong about that.
He's not wrong.
The most you're going to get for him. Agreed.
Yeah. He's not wrong. He's not wrong right now. You know what I mean? He said, did we just pick up Patrick Mahomes? Nah, we didn't pick up
the difference is though, we signed, him last year, and Myles Garrett got his contract this year, and we got Max Crosby for probably like one of the top players in the entire NFL at $36 million a year. You look at what's his face from Dallas. He costs what, $47 million? He's $11 million more, but he's not $11 million more better than Max Crosby. So why would you trade his ass? I don't get it. So just me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. So let me finish out this one because, like I said, I feel like this whole little minute and 47 seconds, I understood exactly where he was coming from. I didn't feel any hate. It was kind of given on a level of, you know what I mean, just straight up. You know what I mean? Basically, it's just straight up. So let's finish it.
For him, although they'd probably get more this year after he set the single season sack record.
A little bit.
He wants out. They want to keep him. Why don't you trade him? This is the most you're ever going to get for him. Although they'd probably get more this year after he set the single season sack record and was the defensive player of the year. But you don't want to wait until it's too late. And do you really think he's going to be there when this thing turns around? I don't think Garrett's going to be in Cleveland when it turns around, and I don't think that Crosby's going to be in Las Vegas when it turns around. So why not get more pieces, address more of your deficiencies on your roster, and start planning for the day when you're going to be a team that is competitive, because by then Max Crosby is either going to be too banged up to play at a high level or he's going to retire.
Yeah, I think Garrett knows he won't be in Cleveland when they turn it around, but at least he got a new contract out of it.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Right.
Yeah, good call.
I'm gonna stop it right. I got that one. We're gonna talk about that one right there. But right here, what Florio just said, you know what I mean? That whole little segment of his, I got no issue with what he said. It is true. Max is probably at the peak of his value. You know what I mean? If you were to move on from him, now would be the time. You know what I mean? If that is truly your decision to do so, right? And I can't hate on that. As I always told you, I'm loyal to the Shield, not a player, right? I'm always going to support whoever is in the Shield. If trading Max Crosby makes us better, I'm not going to be mad about it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get better. But if trading him, because that's what the media keeps talking about, or trading him because you don't like what he does off the field, or trading him because you think you are hearing something that you know what I mean, that everybody else is hearing different, and I'm not going to say everybody else. Half the people are hearing it one way, another half are hearing it another way. You know what I mean? And that's fair. You know what I mean? To each
it's fair
to decipher what you hear, but not. But when you're a media analyst, you can't draw your own conclusions. That's like me and you, we could draw our own conclusions. We're not professionals. We're not paid to give our opinion or speak facts on national TV. We're not paid that for that, right? So we can draw our own conclusions, but when you're on NBC and you're talking to the world and you're telling me that you drawing your own conclusions, well, where's the facts, bro? Where's the facts? That's all I'm saying.
I just want to remind people, like, in the Khalil Mack trade, I look at that. Did it really work out? No. Are we saying that John Spytek is that guy? I don't know. I mean, I like the draft picks we got last year, and I liked Tom Telesco pick, the year before, but we don't know. And you're going to trade your best player, the franchise guy of your team, a guy that, when they brought up, so we watched the interview, right, with, Kubiak coming up there. Who they bring out? Marcus Allen, Michael Haynes, Howie Long. They brought out the Hall of Famers. I want some more Hall of Famers because we haven't. And Charles Woodson, man, Charles Woodson's the last one. I want more Hall of Famers, on this, this lineup. I want to see that. It's been shit. Charles was drafted by 2002, 2003, and played his career. I want more guys like that, on this lineup for whoever we bring in the future. So I mean that makes it a tough decision. I don't want Max to go because you know what? That's what you ultimately try to draft for, and his contract is a good contract. So why get rid of one of the best defensive ends, one of the best players in the NFL, for what? A couple firsts and a second? Who knows what the trade will be? But I'm not buying into that shit, bro. Twan, what do you think?
Good question, Jack. We're a team that's not winning. You just answered it.
We haven't been winning, but you know what? It doesn't take a lot. Look at the Patriots. They got a couple offensive linemen, and they went to the Super Bowl. You look at the Bears. They got a couple offensive linemen, and they went to the playoffs. So who's saying that the Raiders can't do the same fucking thing? You know what I mean?
Twan, he asked you initially, how many years did it take for the Patriots and the Bears to build those teams they have now in Detroit? How many years?
Detroit. I'm talking Patriots.
They're in the same boat. They're all in the same boat.
To build an organization, it takes a while, and you have to draft properly, and that's one of the things that we have failed to do. The whole Florio back to being at task at hand. That video that just came across our way of Florio talking, there was no lie detected in that. Like, if you want to get the most value out of Max Crosby, you got to shop him either now. It's either now or never, and that's pretty much it. Right now, Max Crosby's in a situation, and I've been saying this, what I'm saying. And if Florio brought that out, then I would be definitely trying to get a lawyer, because he obviously is taking some of the things I've said. I've said that Max is on a bad leg. And we don't know how long that leg is going to last.
Look, Max could be mad about not completing the season if he wants to, right? But the Raiders can also be like, hey, bro, look, we got a plan for next season, bro. We need you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We need you for next year, bro. Take these 2 games off. You know what I mean? Like, you're not about to break the sack record, so don't even come at us with that. You know what I mean? We'll give you your signing bonus or whatever bonus you was gonna make. If you was 2 sacks away from bonus, we'll give you that. You know what I mean? And I feel like you should give him that. You know what I mean? Like, that's max, bro. You know, but as far as shutting him down early, sometimes you gotta protect your product for next year, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to protect your product for next year. There's nothing wrong with
Dirty,
that,
I agree. It's like, you have to like protect Max from Max. I love the fact that he's got so much fucking heart.
bro.
He's got more heart than any NFL player in the NFL.
Love it.
But you got to
love the
protect
fact that
him
Max
from
is
himself.
bro.
And you know what's crazy? It's like I can't even read the fucking chat, dude. This stuff stopped when I hopped on the show. So anyone that's in the chat that I know, I apologize. Salute, brothers.
Thank you. What were you
But because of that, Max, stepped out. The team set him down. Now we got a chance for Mendoza. I mean,
no.
I don't care about
Mendoza talk. No
Jamarcus Russell.
This is a no Mendoza zone until
Okay,
March,
no Mendoza. Okay, so
no
I just
Mendoza
love the
zone
fact
until
that
March 16th.
that's an opportunity.
Got you.
No,
Got it.
no,
Number
no,
one overall pick. You have no idea what it's going to be. All you know is
We don't know.
you have the number one overall pick, and we'll get into that March 16th.
nor do we need to talk
After
about
free
that
agency has
at
been
all.
open and we have made some signings, and I can see in what direction we are headed. Then I'll talk first round draft pick, Mendoza, and everything else possible. Right? But March 16th.
I think we got.
I just want to talk coaching staff, and tonight I just want to talk how people say things, and yeah, because I got another clip that I want to show. This one to me is what made it very damaging for everything he said. This right here made me feel like, bro, after all you just said, then you say this, right? We'll get into it because you'll have to hear what he says, and then you tell me if I'm wrong. Somebody can tell me if I'm wrong, right? You know what I mean? Just after
I think I knew you were going to bring up.
Tell me if I'm wrong or not. Gruden outscored all of his outsourced all of his talent evaluation to Mayock. That's why they gave us Max. Max was a 4th round pick that turned out to be what most would consider a future Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So stop it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, that was Mayock, dude.
Yeah,
man, I hate John Gruden's first round picks for sure, except for Josh Jacobs.
About Max, he was a 4th round pick, and he Max could be a future Hall of Famer, bro. So you know what I mean? Anything else will be uncivilized. My views are less passion and more food for thought. Plus, gotta expect the unexpected with this organization. Nah, hey, I get it. Hey, Raider Pete, you always been good with me, man.
That's true, bro.
The reason I love you is because you speak your mind. You know what I mean? And you speak truths. You know, you've been a fan for a long time. You know what I mean? I never get mad at you for speaking your mind. You know that. It don't make me like you no less, brother. You know what I mean? This is the show for that. I'm not gonna harp you for your opinion. That's your opinion. You know what I mean? And it's valid.
It's valid.
It's valid. Everybody's opinion here is valid until you get disrespectful with it, right? I just like to argue the other side. You know what I mean? I'm here to debate and have conversations and look at, the glass from both sides. You know what I mean? Half full, half empty. Well, you pick a side, I pick a side. Let's have a conversation about it. But this clip right here, man, look, this one right here, this killed it.
Let's see it.
This one killed it for me.
Yeah, and I think Garrett knows he won't be in Cleveland when they turn it around, but at least he got a new contract out of it. So that's what happened. Yeah, And I think Garrett knows he won't be in Cleveland when they turn it around, but at least he got a new contract out of it. So that's what happened. I believe that he was sincere when he just went around last year and said he's done with Cleveland and released a statement saying, hey, this was not about just going from Cleveland to Canton. I want to win some playoff games too. But then they gave him a significant contract. He said, okay, well, I guess I can put up with it a little longer. For Max Crosby, I guess if they came up with a new contract for him, produce some new money, maybe that would buy them a year or two of peace. But I think with, a second-year general manager and a first-year head coach, this is the time to do it. They got the first pick in the draft too. You're trying to bring in.
So, am I not wrong when I say, didn't Max get a fucking contract just a few days before fucking Garrett?
Yeah.
Didn't Max get a contract last year just a few days before Garrett? So now we got to get new money? We just got a nigga new money. So how that, see, and that's what I'm saying. You got to look at it. You don't even bring up the fact you saying now I got to come up with more money when I just gave this man money last year. And I gave him money before Garrett. That's how Garrett got his contract. Ain't Max going into year 2 of a 3-year contract just like Garrett?
I think it's a 4-year contract, right? Isn't it 4?
No, Max got a 3. I think Garrett man got a 4, but I'm saying this dude don't know what he's talking about, but he on the news talking about us.
This dude doesn't know shit.
Got all these fans that don't want to watch real Raider fans on YouTube. And I'm not saying just me, but any of these dudes, Samoan, Raider Room, Pharaoh, 805, like bro, like any of them. At least they gonna give you something real, solidified, something to hold on or grasp to, but you want to bring me what these fucks say. And you come, this is the type of shit that he's saying.
Who is that guy anyway? I don't even know that guy.
He just got his contract, if not 7 days before fucking Garrett. It wasn't a long time. We just gave him a new contract days before, but that's not a part of your. So I got to come up with new money, or maybe that to say, bro. That just show me the idiocracy that's in your brain, bro. You just want to hate on us. No, it's not. We just gave him a new contract last year. Go look it up.
It was a fucking great contract, $36 million a year. Fucking great contract.
Go look it up. We just did a 3-year extension last year. That was year 1. We are in year 2 of the 3-year extension. Look it up.
If you really want to get off Max, like it's 2027, because then there's like zero, cap hit money.
Exactly.
And there's 2 years left.
Next year, there's no hit to our cap for him. And if he has a really good season, and we just like middle of the pack, like 8 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins. And we still get, because I'm telling you, bro, you're not trading Max before the draft. I just don't see it happening, bro.
Agree, Dirty. 100%, bro.
See it happening. Now, look. Things can change. Things can change. But I'm just telling you, I don't see where Clint Kubiak or the GM, you know what I mean, or Mark Davis wants to trade Max Crosby.
No reason.
You know what I mean? Look, people can call with great trade. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna pick up the phone and at least entertain it and listen? Yeah, we'll listen. But are we really gonna pull the trigger?
No, no, no. Unless it's like, a Micah Parsons or like a Khalil Mack trade. We ain't fucking even talking about that shit. They'll listen. Because, if you're Spy Tech, you should listen to every fucking trade offer. But you're going to kick those cans to the road. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Will Anderson got buku pay, right? But Max is only in year 2 of a 3-year extension, man. You know what I mean? And a bulk of that money was last year and this year. You know what I mean? So that's why there's no cap hit next year if we decide to trade him. It's easier to trade to other teams, but the amount of money that we paid him this year to play and last year, is for me like, bro, I don't see a world this year where Max gets traded, bro.
I don't either.
I don't. I feel like we got to see what they do in free agency. You know what I mean? Got to see what they do in free agency.
Is that your fandom talking, or is that you being real? Is that your fandom talking there?
That's not my fandom talking, bro. That's my reality, bro. Like, for me, it starts with the coaching staff. I need to see what the rest of the coaching staff ends up being, right? I want to see them lay out a good staff. You know what I mean? Some people with some experience, with some know-how. Every person that they hire, I look into where they was at and when they was there, what was the records of the team? How did they do? You know what I mean? Were they a middle of a pack team? Were they an above, you know what I mean, the pack team? Were they an above average team? You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking and I want to see, and then I check out. Okay. All right. It checks out. So,
for me, it's like, what's crazy. It's like, talking about the DC, it's like, man, why is McCoy? I'm sorry. I'm an Irish guy. Why is McCoy the assistant head coach? Why not get a Schwartz and get him a promotion from DC assistant head coach? So it's a promotion. We don't have to give a draft pick. We don't got him. What about the Bills ex-head coach as being our DC? I want a DC who's got some head coaching experience, so you can just let him run the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
I to me, I'm not understanding that right now. And who did they have to interview with today? I mean, Rob Leonard. I like Robbie Leonard, dude. Robbie Leonard, yes, right now is my number one. For interviews.
What?
But the guy they brought in today.
For what? What has he done? Where has
Robbie Leonard?
What has he done and where has he been? What experience does he have besides with us on the defensive line? Last year was his first time being a defensive run coordinator. You know what I mean? So
and he looked great. That was the best part of our defense.
No, he didn't.
So
sorry,
what was better on our defense?
I don't mind him staying on the staff, but defensive coordinator, nah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what have they brought in there yet?
The job is just to keep Max here. That's it. That's the only reason. And I don't feel like that's the route you take. I feel like Max will stay here. And you can keep Leonard here, keep him on as defensive line coach. You know what I mean? Just give Max some other pieces to work with. Now, I prefer Buckner, but
I remember Buckner. Buckner was really good too.
I prefer Buckner, but hey.
Where's Buckner played, or like coach?
He was in Seattle last year.
Oh, he was in Seattle too?
Yep.
Damn, dude. Seattle's defense in the Super Bowl fucking smoked that shit. They smoked it, dude. That's what I liked about Patrick Graham. He wanted like a 4-2-5.
Yeah.
You just want 4 guys to go. And that's what Seattle did in the Super Bowl with 4 guys. They smoked it.
So today the Raiders interviewed Seahawks assistant Jeff Howard for the DC job. Yeah. That was our latest, that was our last interview.
I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think about, McDermott? The Bills' ex-head coach being DC. Just curious.
He's not coaching this year.
He's out.
Yeah. He's chilling because him getting fired caught him off guard.
Yeah, it would catch me off guard if you're like McDermott.
Yeah. It caught him off guard. You know what I mean? Because hell, you know what I mean? The Bills, bro, look, it don't matter who. I keep saying this. It don't matter who they get to coach them, bro. They're never going to win a Super Bowl. You had 4 straight shots at it, and you didn't get one. You're never getting one. You're never getting one, bro. It's just it's not in the cards for you.
Dirty, is that not the curse of the Bills? Like, when they had
bro,
4 Super Bowls in a row and they lost it back then too. It's a curse of the Bills, man.
I think my 3-year-old will have his 21st birthday before the Bills win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I feel like I think my 3-year-old will be 21 before the Bills get a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. They're a good football team throughout the regular season. You get to the postseason, you know what I mean, the playoffs, and you just fucking disappear. Literally disappear. So
it's kind of crazy. It's like, you look at the odds at Super Bowl for next year. The Chargers have the best odds from the AFC West going next year. Right now. Yeah, at this moment, the
Chargers will never get a Super Bowl either, especially not with their quarterback.
Here's the funniest story I can ever tell you guys. You guys all know Lunatic, right? You guys all know Loon. So, Dirty, when you go to Bakersfield, you're going to meet Loon next year. So, me, Lunatic, and a bunch of other people were out there. And there was a guy who wore,
hold on.
Herbert jersey.
Meet him?
Huh?
What do you mean meet him?
Oh, you're going to meet him in Bakersfield, face to face. Since you're going to Bakersfield, Loon went last year. I think he's going to go this year too.
I stayed at Loon's house. I know Loon.
Oh, then you know him. Okay. So Lunatic is the funniest motherfucker I've ever met in my entire life, dude. I love Loon.
Yeah.
And we're sitting out there. We're talking about linebackers. Loon's like, man, the linebacker class is like so good this year. And some guy shows up on the backside of the fence, and he's wearing a Herbert jersey. It's a 1-0, right? And so Loon's all, yeah, you know what that means, motherfucker? That means you went to 1 Super Bowl and 0 Super Bowl wins. Oh my God. I was dying, dude. He just fucking busted that guy's balls. Loon's the man, dude.
Cool.
He's the man, dude. That was funny as hell. Fucking busted the Herbert guy. And it was cool, the after party with Peaches and him and 805 and Sacktown and Chris Four. Oh my God, there's fucking 4 of the guys. I'm forgetting. Severe Raider. We did the after party, so I'm hoping. Are you going to staying at La Quinta? Because that's where we're all staying. And then we're gonna go walk across the street to the bar.
I'm gonna ride in. I'm gonna say my what's ups, and then I'm gonna ride my ass back home, bro. I'm not parking my Harley in Bakersfield. You crazy? Not happening. Not overnight. Nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it, bro.
You're a smart man for not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll come out there for the day. I'll chill. You know what I mean? When it's over, if y'all want to break some bread, get something to eat or something, or go to a bar or something for a few minutes, I'll do that, but take my ass home.
Well, it'll be good if I, meet you in person, bro.
It's an hour and a half for me.
Oh, dude, me in Sacktown. It's gonna be a 5-hour drive for us, but we're going.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half, maybe 2 for me.
And another good guy is Robert Pena. I don't know if he watches your show or not, but man, he's an old school boy. He's gonna fly out from Colorado. He holds the fort down in Colorado for us Raider fans.
Yeah.
In Denver, so he's coming out there with him and his wife. So that'd be cool shit too. So salute Robert Pena if you're watching this shit.
Yeah, nah. Bakersfield ain't that far from me. I said probably about 2 hours. 2 hours. So.
Yeah, that's a short drive then for you, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah. And if I'm on a bike, it's even shorter. So at least if there's traffic, you know what I mean? I don't really have to deal with traffic. But that's in May, right?
Yeah, I think Leo D. Lowe, 420 Gabe, Coach Gravy, a bunch of, good, guys that do Raider shows. Bunch of good guys out there. Chris Four. It'll be good stuff, man.
Good. Some people ain't, man. Yeah. Some people good. Some people ain't, bro.
And I agree. I agree with that, dude. I had a crazy conversation tonight with fucking what's his name? Wasted on Jeff 401 Raider. He's a good dude.
Please leave that name off my show too, please.
Oh, I get it. I understand. I'm there with you, bro.
Leave that off my show, please. If you could just stop naming people, that would be great. Like some people I'm good with, so some of the names you're throwing out, I'm good with, some I'm not. So you just advertising for people I don't really rock with.
Well, we can always talk behind the scenes, dude.
Yeah.
I like to know. I like to know who and who not for you. Yeah, just because I will never bring them up again ever.
I don't dislike it. I don't have any hatred for anybody. It's just certain people I just don't deal with. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm there with you.
So
hey, you and I have been here long enough. We kind of know, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna let you fly, bro. And to the host, thank you, gentlemen, and to the nation that I again, the chat never updated for me, so I apologize to anyone that or my boys in the chat that said hello.
Yeah.
It never updated, so I apologize 100%. I'm just looking forward anytime I can hang out with my Raider brothers and sisters. This would be good shit.
Yeah. For sure.
Now we appreciate you.
Dirty.
Appreciate you.
Seems like Bakerfield gonna be live. I might have to pull up.
You all right? You want to go with me?
Yeah, if I get my bike, I might just have to ride out there. But I might have to win one of these giveaways.
Or if you drive out, bro, then you get to drive to Bakersfield this time since I picked you up for the game. You get to drive to Bakersfield.
I'm be coming straight from AZ.
I know you are. You got to pass me to get there.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, then that'll be fine.
Yeah, you got to pass me to get there, bro.
Nah, but back to the topic.
Yeah.
Back to the topic.
Yeah.
Jack, can't wait to talk to you again about the other stuff, but we get hate, man. We get hate. Was there any other clips? Because the Max stuff is that's the obvious, man. That's I can't buy into the.
And I've seen people argue that they should keep him. No, he's 28. He's only got a finite number of years left in his prime. Now is the time to leverage the asset. What happens with Crosby? Jay Glazer said last week at Radio Row, Crosby is done with the Raiders, and Jay Glazer has a pipeline to Max Crosby. He's quoted Max Crosby in the days since the Raiders shut him down against his wishes.
That was just about it. I mean, there's definitely more. There's definitely more. I haven't sliced and diced everything. You know what I mean? I just took the main ones that I wanted to focus on, and that last one was the big one. You know what I mean? Because that shit's me. That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Are you not on the top of your game? Or are you just throwing stuff out there? You know what I mean? Like, you're saying, oh well, you know, Cleveland can hold on for another year because they just, you know, he just got a contract last year, and well, fuck, Max just got one too. So, like, how is that? You know what I mean? Good for them, but then it don't work for us. Like, we don't get the same love from our player who got us tatted on him. I don't think Myles Garrett got no Browns tattoo. Cause I sure enough would put no Browns tattoo on me.
He's brown enough.
Who gets a tattoo of the Browns?
Cleveland Farrell got a tattoo of the Raiders, and Josh Jacobs got a tattoo of the Raiders.
Yeah, they don't got no other tattoos.
And look where they are. Where are they at?
I'm just saying, Josh Jacobs should be here, but we all know why he's not here, because the GM we had at the time didn't put value into a running back and thought the running back we had named Zamir White was a better fucking running back. Oh my God.
So I'm just gonna say this.
Oh my God, no.
Can you say this?
Hey,
how far does Max think the same? Does Max not think he's not valued? Does Max think he's not getting the same treatment he should be getting? Is he overestimating himself? I mean, that could be something too as well. Like you have, okay. Take this off. Take it off. Take the fandom off right now. Let's be realistic. Dude was spitting out facts. Max got one more contract to reset the market and really get paid. To really get paid.
If that.
He has to do something astronomical, right? He has to be better than Myles Garrett. He's going to have to be better than TJ Watt. He's going to have to be better than Michael Parsons. He has a lot of people he needs to be better than to get this contract.
But let me stop you there, and I'll let you continue to cook. I don't even think it goes further than that. I don't think people realize how messed up Max Crosby's knee is. How many times does he have to go in and out of surgery to get this same knee fixed? So what big contract is he going to get if he makes it to that? Especially since he wants to go, you know what I'm saying, every snap. So let him run his contract and let him burn his legs out, because that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, he wants to do because you get paid off of
It's a production league.
You get paid from your work.
Yeah,
and he's hardest working defensive lineman in the league. He was the most reliable, most dependable until recently. Now, you know, you couldn't say anything to get me off the field. They wouldn't do anything to take me off the field. You did that for two other players too, two other leaders that were here too. Like I've seen you chop down guys who were lifelong Raiders. I've seen you do it to the top Raider guys here. Now I'm that guy. And now I'm starting to see you treat me differently. You're starting to treat me like I might be the side chick. I'm about to become the side chick this year. If we draft Fernando, Mendoza, which we're probably not. Sorry to bust a lot of people's bubbles. I hope we don't. But if we do, Max is going to be number 2. He ain't gonna like that treatment. He's already getting disrespect from a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of fans have been disrespectful. A lot of fans don't know how to watch their mouth. A lot of fans don't know how to be fans. Like that Raider model, once a Raider, always a Raider, that shit don't fly with these new cats. They not respectable people. They don't treat our players with respect. So there's no loyalty that he has loyalty, but he doesn't have to continue to give loyalty.
Yeah, go ahead. I think people don't realize how this is. Again, it's a now or never situation with Max. You either just gonna let him ride out, or peace out. Because again, if you want to get that value, you got to get it now. Because again, what happens, and I'm knocking on wood early, knock on wood if you with me. If something happens again to Max this upcoming season,
yeah,
that's going to be another, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, year of him being injured. And where's his value going to be then? You can't expect a used car to drive like a new car. And right now, Max Crosby is a used car. He's our used car, but you know what I'm saying? You can't expect a used car to drive like a new car. So you better get as much value as you can. That's why what do we do with our used cars? We trade them in, right? We trade them in and get us a new one, right? You got to trade them in at the right time, right? So you can get the value. So it's really on the organization pick. And I think that what has been said by Kubiak and, you know, by the other people is that they're saying that they want to keep him. But that's the two decisions that they have to make. Keep him or get your value.
Yeah, but what value, what success are we going to get from that? Ticket sales, jersey sales? Are we looking for success in the playoffs?
Well,
because my thing is like this. You have to let certain things go in order to get new things. You know, you can't, like you said, Twan, he might be a used car now.
Yeah.
But in order to get a new car, you got to let go of the old car. He ain't run down. We ain't run him into the dirt yet. You know what I'm saying? Has he starting to show injuries? Yeah, but some of them been fluke, weird, not, you know, not nothing too serious, but, you know, serious enough to where he can clean some things up, right?
If I could get Max to settle down a little bit, bro, and play 80%, 85% of the snaps, you know what I mean, and get somebody on the other side and then some key backup roles that can come in and do the job. Okay, cool, right? That's wonderful. But like I said, for me, I just don't see where teams are jumping at the bit to trade for a player who's injured right now. And you're not going to be able to see what he can actually do till after the draft. So
nobody gonna make moves right now. I mean, the season just ended. Ain't no people really paying attention. Everybody got their attention set on pre-draft, trying to find out what
you got all these reporters talking about. Oh yeah, their agent says like 20 teams. You know what I mean, or blah blah. Look, bro, that's illegal. First and foremost, 20 teams calling is illegal. That's tampering.
So you know it's a made up story. So you know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I keep telling people, bro, like every time they add something to the story, bro, it becomes more made up, more unbelievable, more just come on, man. Are we stupid? Like, no, bro.
Yes, Raider fans are. And you know why? That's why they're targeting the Raiders. That's why they target the Raiders. This is going to bring them traction. This is going to remember, they're in their off season too. For if you're a football analyst, you need to come up with some stories. What fan base is going to pay attention the most this off season? The team with the number 1 pick. The team that ain't been nowhere in 20 plus years.
Yeah, but you train his replacement though, Raiders Unleashed. You let him train his replacement. You don't look. You know what I mean? You can draft his replacement, but that doesn't mean you get rid of him right off the bat. You would want his replacement to learn from him. At least, if nothing for 1 year, just see how Max goes about doing what Max does. And maybe that's infectious to his replacement. You know what I mean? But just replacing him because you think that there's something better, bro, that's hoping.
Look, it's dumb. It's dumb to think not
hope no more. You know what I mean? So
people want to understand.
That's the only reason I would want DC back. It's to teach Mendoza. It's to teach Mendoza how to read these NFL defenses, make pre-snap judgments. You know what I mean? Get the offense lined up right. You know what I mean? And then also how to navigate Vegas. You know what I mean? How to navigate Vegas. I honestly don't see a reason to start Mendoza right off the bat. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in putting a veteran out there, and you know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes set for all but one game. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, like, just because you draft somebody at a certain position doesn't mean they have to automatically go out there. And that's the problem, though. And that's
this NFL does. And this NFL
I know. And I was like, if you let me finish, and that's the problem there is most people believe, and you can't move them off of it, that if you are drafted number 1 overall, that means you are the greatest of the great coming out of college, and you should be starting day 1. Should be starting day 1. But if you look at what happened with Bryce Young down in Carolina, he just started playing good football this year. I mean, it kind of started the year before, just a little bit towards the end, and he played really good football this year. But his first like year 2, oh, it was bad.
You know why?
Yeah, because they didn't have no blocking.
Exactly. He was running for his life. Just like the Raiders. The ball is snapped and you're running for your life.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we're seeing Bryce Young play good now is what did they do? They went in free agency and spent hella money on what? Guards. Why do you spend hella money on guards? Because the worst thing that a quarterback wants is pressure right in his face. Now, quarterback can kind of navigate the outside pressure, but the inside pressure right in your face, that no. And then when they committed to that, that's when we saw the first round pick be the first round pick.
Hey, Wild Turkey, stick around. I'm gonna close out the show with a video, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna turn up to turn off. You know what I mean? About 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, about 10 to 15 minutes. Cause I gotta go get me some sleep. I gotta take me a ride tomorrow down to San Diego for a picnic. I'm gonna go get me some resty rest. You know what I mean? Give me some sleepy sleep. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out and go to a picnic because my wife got to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she'll be asleep all day tomorrow, and then she got to work tomorrow night at the hospital. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to this picnic for a couple of hours and then come home and hang out. I might do a show tomorrow night, maybe. All depends how I feel. I might do a Valentine's Day special. We'll do 35 minutes of ass shaking videos for all my single folks out there. Tomorrow show is off for my single folks. If you're married, don't tune in tomorrow. I'm just gonna get you in trouble. I'm just gonna get you in trouble. I'm letting you know that now. Just gonna get you in trouble. Yeah, no, look, so I don't necessarily put up too much stock. Tonight's show is basically telling you don't put too much stock into what some of these people say, man. You know what I mean? Some of these people be right, some of them be wrong. You gotta look at the information that they choose to give you. You know what I mean? Like there's some people that'll give you the full, complete information, and then there's people that choose to give you tidbits and pieces and not give you the whole picture. You know what I mean? And like they said, they draw their own conclusions. They want you to draw your own conclusions instead of being informed properly to make the right conclusion. You know what I mean? They want you to be confused. They want you to tune in and watch their shows and continue to be like blase. And remember, these are the same people that when we actually do something good, they're like, oh well, look at these Raiders. They may be coming back. No, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't hype us up. You know what I mean? Okay, we had a good game this week. Yay. You know what I mean? But don't hype us. Oh, they could be something next week if they win again. Bro, just let us win. You know what I mean? I prefer if y'all just didn't talk about us and just let us cover ourselves. That would be even better. You know what I mean? And let the Raiders let Amber Theo Harris and James Jones and Eric Allen and Baron Davis, let them cover us. You know what I mean? And whoever else works over there in the media room, bro, just let them be the people who cover us. You know what I mean? Even like Raider Q, you know what I mean? Like just let them people, man. Just let them people cover us, bro. You know what I mean? And Lincoln Kennedy and that little spicy thing they got over there, like, yeah, just everybody else just shut the fuck up. Respectfully. You know what I mean? 2 of the 3 on panel always right.
I guess I'm the one that's wrong.
He said, JT, that's a different story for a different stream. 2 of the 3 on the panel always right. JT, that's a different story for a different stream. I'm not always right, bro. I can't take the credit of saying that I'm always right because I'm not. You know what I mean? I get it wrong sometimes. Things get twisted up in my head and they don't quite come out properly, or you know what I mean, the way that it's supposed to come, that I intend for it to come out. But you know, it happens to the best of us. I admit my mistakes though. See, that's the difference between me and everybody else. I got no issues with admitting when I'm wrong. I think that's why my wife loves me, because I can admit when I'm not right. I got no problem with it. Don't bother me. I'm a winner. Winners ain't always right. That's why they win. People don't get that. Winners ain't always right. That's why they win. They know when they're wrong.
Hold on. Wait. What a boy say about me? What he say about me?
Oh, he said 2 of the 3 on the panel always right. JT, that's a different story for a different stream.
How many minutes later?
I had to, you know, I'm doing some mechanical stuff right now. But, you know, fixing a couple things right now, fixing the TV and connecting some gaming stuff. But nah, I ain't been wrong. Tell me why I've been wrong. Bring the proof.
Kubiak.
I just didn't want Kubiak. I mean, you know, I thought there was better things than that. So I gave Dirty his props. He leaned into it and kept leaning on me about it. I'm like, man, I said it was a possibility. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
it
but
is
you
what it is.
you was hitting me with these like and I'm telling you, like, I don't know what your inside telling you, but my inside telling me, you know what I mean? Like I gotta go with my inside. It sound more. Yeah, Chantel, that's her name. Thank you, Raider Chris. What's
Look,
good with you, Brody?
they found the money, but guess
Chantel,
what?
yeah, she fine like wine, brother.
You still
Good
play.
spicy thing.
Speak for yourself.
I still play what? What are you talking about, Jack?
Video games. He's like, damn, JT, you still play video games?
Yeah, nigga. It saves you money. Keeps you off these streets.
Keep you out these streets and off these hoes.
You know, so I'm like, you know, I mean, I don't play all day like these fools, but bro,
We are in the last 5 minutes of my show, man. You guys, got anything to say? Closing words, because we're gonna take the last 3 minutes to, get that thing thanging. This video of the night. It's thanging. It's the end of the show because I can cut that part off. But I'll probably delete the whole stream. Who knows?
We'll ain't deleting nothing, man. Keeping this up there because your boy's right. You better keep this up here. It's evidence right here.
Nah, I might definitely delete it after the Bakersfield talk and all of that, bro. I might definitely delete it after that.
What's wrong with that?
Cause man, I was up. We was all the way up here, and then that shit just started coming down.
And he just didn't know.
He kept throwing out names, bro, and I'm like, okay,
JT. I'm as your chaplain. I might put you on timeout for that one. I'm just saying. I might have to put you on timeout.
What I do? I mean,
we gonna talk
about it. I'll talk to you after the show.
After the show. After the show.
Like you said in your show.
We'll talk about it after the show, man. Like we always do when we close down the studio and send everybody home, and then we spend the last 15 minutes going back and forth, you know what I mean, off air. I'll talk to you.
And people, y'all wonder why I continue to be praying for everybody.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish we would just fucking hit the live button when we going back and forth backstage, like, and not even know you live. Like,
yeah, that was a good one,
man.
Hey, Sal, I wanted the Bills coach because he's proven that he can actually rebuild a franchise, and people listen, and the players love him.
Brady.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, but he got the job in Buffalo.
Say what? Scott? No, I said the coach that was fired in Buffalo, Scott.
Yeah, he didn't want to coach this year because the him getting fired caught him off guard. He had no idea that was gonna happen. You know what I mean? He woke up one morning, they called him, was like, "Hey man, you know what? We thought about it. We're gonna go our separate ways, man." He was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
they hit him with the, you know what? You're going in one direction and we're going in the other direction.
Yeah, it's the not you, it's us. You know what I mean? Like they hit him with that, and it caught him off guard. And so he was like, "No, I don't want to coach this year." Like,
but that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted because he has a track record of rebuilding and developing players, and a consistent success rate in the draft.
Right, a Fontaine, what they call it. So what's your closing words, man?
My closing words?
So I can get my people what they want to see in the closing minutes of the show.
Oh, okay. So
they want to see that thing.
Is there any chaplain? Am I able to say anything?
Yeah.
Are we on fair topic?
Go ahead. I pray.
Let me keep it. I wasn't too fond of the hire because I thought there were better options at what we needed. Now, I'm not overly frustrated or upset with it because he is a young mind he has a good foundation. He has a pedigree he can go back to, and people will listen to and respect. The only concern, well, it's not the only. The concerns I have is time with the current roster. What are really is what are we doing? Like what are you trying to do? Like, make up your mind. Are we going to do the free agent thing, or are we going to develop those? But really, like right now, I'm still stuck in a fold. I'm not making my decision or like getting too happy about it or frustrated about it or getting overly happy because I want to see what he does with his staff. Like this is what I was going to ask y'all. The most important thing this offseason isn't the players that we pick up, it's the coaches that we bring in. It's the staff that we bring in. Because regardless of anything, it don't matter who you bring in. If you cannot develop the players that are on this roster now, I mean, we have guys who are still raw that have seen no action from last year's draft that we just don't know nothing about. That's a problem. Especially when you're coming in the building and you don't know nothing, you have no information on that. You have no live action outside of a couple of snaps in the preseason. Now you got to compare them to the people, to draft picks that you're looking at right now, scouts, free agency. I mean, it's a lot of work that he has to do, and he can't even start that until you get your staff in there. And by the way that the Raiders are moving, they're trying to get this done ASAP. So for me, that's kind of alarming because it means you're rushing things. But like I said, it's a whole other thing.
I don't really think they're rushing a whole lot of things, bro. They're taking their time, man. So far they've interviewed 3 or 4 people for the defensive coordinator job. You know what I mean? They've interviewed like 3 or 4 people for the offensive coordinator job. They got a assistant head coach. They got a head coach. You know what I mean? So I mean they're taking their time. I feel like maybe by Wednesday, Thursday next week, they should have a complete staff. You know what I mean? By Wednesday, Thursday next week,
that's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. When the rest of the league is not doing that,
bro. The rest of the league is complete.
No, they're not.
A lot of these coaches that just got their jobs went in with complete staffs, bro. They went in with complete staffs.
And
there's not a lot of jobs available. And there's not a lot of candidates out there available either. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? We interviewed 22 people. That's a lot.
Bro, I'm telling you.
There's still a lot of viable candidates out there still now.
It's not. And they're interviewing the people that work with them. You know what I mean? It's not about they're interviewing people they feel will work best with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the things I like is the wide receiver coach from the Seahawks. He got brought in as the offensive coordinator for an interview. I mean, he got brought in for an interview as the offensive coordinator. You know what I mean?
Why? He's not going to call the plays. So what's the point of bringing him for offensive coordinator?
Because he's got experience.
What do you mean? He didn't call no plays.
Well, he did call some plays.
So then, okay, wait. So you're telling me you're the offensive coordinator as the coach, right?
I don't know if you saw Josh I don't know if you saw Clint Kubiak's interview.
I did.
I don't think a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people saw where he said he's never coached a game by himself. You know what I mean? He's never called a full game on his own. It's always been with the staff. You know, that's what they did with Seattle this year. Everybody had a say, you know what I mean, in the plays that were being called. He's never called a game just on his own. You know what I mean? He's always relied on his staff to get the best plays possible out there. So, I mean, I should probably clip that up for tomorrow night just so other people could see, you know what I mean? Exactly what it is he said, because I'm not doing it really any justice. But yeah, like, and I believe that, you know what I mean? Like, I like that. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's not about one man's ego, bro. It's about what everybody sees. And if we can take 5 people's vision and turn it into one and get 10 to 20 successful plays, you know what I mean, in just one quarter, and then move on to another quarter, 10, 20 successful plays, you know what I mean, moving the ball, driving it down the field, actually scoring some touchdowns, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. I don't need 70 points a game, bro. I don't need 70 points a game. I feel like most games are decided by anywhere between 7 and no, I would say probably 3 and 9 points on average. You know what I mean? 3 to 9 points on average is what most games are decided by.
Now what
Most teams aren't scoring 30 points a game. They're scoring like 20, 24. I think that's the league average, 24 points a game. You know what I mean?
against us or just the league? Because we're not the average. We're not the average.
We don't average 24 points a game either.
I know, but we get beat by about 21 to 20, 17 to 24.
I'm saying, but if our offense could put up 21, you know what I mean? 21, 24. If they could put up 21, 24, and our defense can hold teams to like 17, you know what I mean? That's doable.
I'm been able to say that since these.
But if you could put up 3 touchdowns and the defense can hold teams to 2 and a field goal, and you can put up 3, those are wins. You know what I mean? That's all I require. Like I said, I don't need you to go down and score every time we, touch the ball. What I do need the offense to do is be efficient enough to run the clock down, get a lead, you know what I mean, and stretch the game. You know what I mean? Give the defense a break. The defense go out there, do their job. If they get a turnover, hey, capitalize on that. Don't turn it back over. You know what I mean? Go out there and capitalize on that. That's free points. You got to take free points, bro. You know what I mean? You can't slack on the free points. But anyways, closing words, Twan. Jay getting into a whole conversation when I say closing words.
Those are closing words. What are you talking about?
That was a conversation.
That was a conversation.
Since it's not going to be, on a replay, let me give you some wise words. Let's deaden the idea that sitting Max Crosby was to get the first pick. Let's kill it. Don't say it.
Say it again.
Don't use sitting Max Crosby to get the first pick. Don't use it. Don't say it. You might end up doing more damage than you actually realize.
Are people saying that?
Someone said it tonight.
I'll say that for tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As promised, I'm gonna give y'all a little something to bop with. You know what I mean? Get a little groove on. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna play the whole video, but I'll play a little bit of it. You know what I mean? For y'all to get your little swang on for a minute. You know what I mean? Enjoy.
I can't hear no sound.
No sound? No sound.
It's low.
Oh, it's low.
Yeah. But we didn't need the sound anyway, though. Because they had that thing. Dang.
Nah, I need sound.
Oh, that song goes. But I'm just saying, that thing was still thanging.
Any further questions, hit me up on IG.
We don't pay for picks. We didn't have to don't play, man. We're going to get the pick regardless. We was trash. What to say, it would be dumb. But, again, we're the dumbest fan base in the league right now.
There we go. We'll let that one load. I just have to play it that way. No, but man, look, it's easy. It's easy to say, you know, oh, well, Max said this, and look, I'm gonna tell Raider Nation, relax, man, calm down, chill out. It's just let things play out. You know what I mean? Don't ask for too much. Just let things play out. You know what I mean? Just let's see what happens. Let's see what takes place. You know what I mean? We might do something surprising. You know what I mean? We might do something good. We might get another somebody to play on the other side of Max. We might get a nice linebacker, you know what I mean, to throw in the mix. We may get a good corner, you know what I mean. We may build the offensive line. Like there's possibilities, right? We just gotta wait till March 13th, legal tampering, you know what I mean, when handshakes can be made, you know what I mean, and then on March 14th, the next day, is when deals can be signed, right? And we all know that as soon as, you know what I mean, within the first hour or two of opening, people start going. You know what I mean? People start going off the board. So we're going to see, right? We just got to wait and see, man. That's all. Don't be in a rush to believe, you know, all this media hype, man. Don't be in a rush to believe all of this media hype, man. Oh, it's still process. All right. I don't know what to.
Yeah, just believe me.
Huh? No, I had to load it.
Oh, no. I'll just tell people, don't believe the media, just believe me. I ain't never steered y'all wrong.
Always. 65% of the time.
Hey, man, don't front, don't lie like that. I've been good 78% clip. 85 really.
53% of the time.
Shit.
47% of the time you wrong, bro. 47% of the time you're wrong.
Show the proof.
You was wrong about this one?
Well, I wasn't wrong. I just didn't want to.
Finish down. Nah, you was wrong.
I wasn't wrong.
You was wrong.
The Raiders are wrong.
You said you was like, no, dirty. We'll
see when that comes. We'll see
with it.
What's his contract? What's his contract? What's the contract?
What's the contract?
You tell me.
You tell me.
That's what's gonna tell you if I'm wrong or not. What's the contract look like?
Jeff, what's good with you, man?
He said 40%. What's up, Jeff?
40% my ass.
Jazzy Jeff in the building.
That's cool. You know what? That's all right. A 25, 26 season wrap up is coming up. I'm gonna wrap up the season. I'm gonna set off the beginning of the off season of what needs to happen, what should happen. And now that we got a coach, I can actually have direction on what I foresee the Raiders doing. where we're going to go, and where I would like to see them go with this head coach. Now we got some actual direction. You know what I'm saying? Now you could see direction of what possibly can happen. Before, when we didn't have a coach, there was just nothing to really. I'm not gonna guess. You know. Now we got somebody in there.
Gotcha.
Now I got expectations.
Here we go.
Let me know. If you need me to start, I can start some more.
All right. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all had a. hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all had fun with that one. That was dang it. And we are out. 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could have been doing. The fact that you allowed me to grace your screen for any amount of time was greatly appreciated. More than I could verbally express. You know what I mean? I thank you guys. Appreciate every single person being here. And until next time, we will hop at you. Peace.